Hi, I'm Nick Vujicic, and I am so excited that you're watching this video right now. You know, being born without arms or legs has definitely had its challenges, but I want to share with you that your circumstance doesn't have to determine your future, your happiness, and limit your joy. You are here for a reason, and there is so much more to your life than meets the eye. I'm so excited to be right now releasing 60 motivational minute series for you to understand that you have the power to change your life into a life without limits. I'm not someone who just says, have a positive attitude. No, we all have pain. We all have things in our life that gets us down. But I want to give you the steps in how you can overcome all adversity and understanding a healthy perspective of all things that life throws at you. Join us right here. See you soon. Hi guys, I love you so much. I hope you're having a great day. For me in my life, there was always a decision I had to make every single day. Whether or not I'm going to be complaining about what I don't have or be thankful for what I do have, and understanding that my potential does depend on me thinking, well, can I do it? Can I not do it? Well, you don't know what you can achieve until you try. You know, the doctors didn't know that I would be able to walk until I started walking. I now golf, I swim, I fish, I've done surfing with Bethany Hamilton, and even skydiving. I was so nervous, my knees were shaking. I just want you to know that, yeah, a positive attitude does help every day. It doesn't help with everything, but especially when it comes to your full potential in your life and living a life without limits. Don't be afraid to try something new, because you don't know what you can achieve until you give it a try. I had some tantrums of saying, I can't do this is too hard. When I was a kid and comparing myself to everyone else and saying, I can't do it, I'll never be able to do that. My parents always sat me down and said, look Nick, yes, there are things that you can't do, but don't say I can't do it. Ask yourself, how can I do it? You know, there's ways around it. You can get from one side of the mountain to another, but you don't just have to walk over it. Maybe you can go underneath it or around it, or there's always ways in achieving the same goal. The way that I've achieved in my life doesn't always look the same for everyone else. But the key to that success was I believed in myself. If someone else could do something, then I could try and work out how. It starts with believing in yourself. They say you're only as strong as your team is. It's so true when you look at any level of success in anything that requires any sort of team. I couldn't be who I am today and write books and become a speaker and have my nonprofit charity taking me all around the world without a team. You know, many people find it very difficult to understand the importance of making sure that your team actually feels like a team and that you're building them up. You can have very strong chains trying to wrap something up, but if one of those links in the chain is weak, then the whole chain breaks. It's so important that you don't just look at the bottom line and the profit or loss. You don't just look at the things you've achieved. No, we're a team. We need to help each other. We need to cover each other's backs. It's known that it's lonely at the top unless you bring your team with you. I want to ask you a pretty heavy question. If today was your last day, what would you do? What about if this was your last minute to live? I know it sounds a little crazy, but let's say you never had a chance to say goodbye to your family, to your friends. You never were able to thank the people you should have thanked. Maybe you didn't forgive and you still have this burden on your heart. Maybe there's something that you've done wrong in your life and you just never got the chance to say, I'm sorry. Communicating those things, you know, you gotta just live your life today, not knowing for sure if tomorrow is gonna come. I want to ask you, if this was your last day, what would you do? Who would you hug? Who would you call? Who would you say thank you to? And who would you forgive? We've all heard that saying, you gotta be in it to win it. And I know so many friends in my life who were just so scared at taking the risk. They didn't want to roll the dice, just in case it didn't work out. Well, it's better to try and fail than never to have tried at all. Same thing relationships, it's better to love and lose love than to never have loved at all. I believe that. In your life, I'm not just saying to go from relationship to relationship or business, concept to business concept. No, you have to be wise with your decisions. But sometimes it's the right thing, it's the right path, and you're just a little bit too scared to actually say, okay, let's do it. Today, if that's you, I want to encourage you. If you know it's right and you have the blessing of your family around you, you got to take the risk. Sometimes you got to roll the dice.